Gray Magician, number 18 on the Derby qualifying list. He finished second in the UAE Derby most recently, and this is going to sound a little bit contradictory to the way that I laid out a horse like Plus Que Parfait and the way that I view him as opposed to Gray Magician. Gray Magician, I'm not convinced about the distance, which sounds asinine because he just finished second by 3/4 of a length behind Plus Que Parfait when I think he ran a better race than Plus Que Parfait did at 1 3/16. The reason I'm saying all of this is I'm not convinced that the additional ground, 1.25 miles at a track like Churchill Downs, and 1.25 miles against much, much better company than what he faced over in the UAE Derby. Now, having said that, there are reasons, and I made it clear when we spoke about Plus Que Parfait, and I'm going to show you why I think Gray Magician ran a much better race than Plus Que Parfait did in the UAE Derby. We'll take this in a couple of pieces. This is the start of the race. And keep an eye on this horse right here with those Eclipse Thoroughbred silks on, the black and the blue. He's going to break like a shot. He beats everybody out of the gate. And for one reason or another, Joel Rosario chooses to rate him off of it, where at Meydan, we've known time and time again, you'd rather be forwardly placed than not. So instead now he's rated all the way back here to mid-pack, which seems like a bit of a peculiar ride. Now we're going to fast forward here onto the backside, and you see him in and amongst horses, but he's, what, 5-6 passes off the rail? He's going to start to move up again in a mid-race move. A little bit of, again, a bizarre move here. Now we round the far turn, and you're going to see just how much ground he's carrying, impossibly wide. Meanwhile, Plus Que Parfait is skimming the rail, and again, we've spoken about that ride with Jose Ortiz. It's a beautiful ride. Meanwhile, Gray Magician is starting to finally find his stride and go on with it, and he's going to finish very, very well. I think he ran a better race than Plus Que Parfait did. The reason I prefer Plus Que Parfait underneath as opposed to Gray Magician are the distance situation. I get it. This is 1 3/16, and this horse on this day may have ran 1 5/16. But against far inferior company than what he's going to face this coming Saturday in the Derby. And as far as Plus Que Parfait is concerned, I feel like he is going to be a horse that is more likely to be able to just pick up pieces and see out the 1.25 mile distance, to me, better than Gray Magician. Maybe it sounds a little bit contradictory. I'm just going with how I feel with this one. I see Gradar, I see Johannesburg on the bottom. To me, it's not necessarily a sign that added ground is going to be his friend. I think he's able to do it over there against inferior company. I'm not convinced he's going to be able to do it over here against far better company. He's a solid horse, but another sort of knock is we have seen him here in the United States, what, 7 different times? He's never earned a buyer better than 80, unless he jumps up in just some tremendous fashion the first Saturday in May. I have a hard time making a case for Gray Magician. He's one that if he hits the board, he'll knock me out of everything. I'm going to take a stand against him. I can understand folks that say, you know, stupid move. He's only 3/4 of a length and he ran a better race than a horse that you're going to use underneath in Plus Que Parfait. You got to make some decisions somewhere. Gray Magician, nice horse. Seems like he's going the right direction anyway. I think he ran the best race in the UAE Derby. Tough luck loser. I don't want him the first Saturday in May.